Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome. It is Sunday. Let's see, what is the date, y'all? March the 17th, 2024. This is a poem for the thought session, and I realized on the first video that I did not really introduce myself, or at least I don't think I did. And I don't want to operate under the assumption that everyone knows who I am, because this is public. It's obviously out on YouTube or whatever. So you might be coming in and you might not have a clue about who the heck I am. So my name is Kayla. I am a mom. I am a writer. I am a clairvoyant. I am a seer. I am a diviner. And I'm a whole lot of things. In this space, I am a liaison for the good word, child. I am a sharer. I am a teacher. And actually, my favorite thing to do is teach. I think about what I can teach people all day, every day, just about. There's usually not a thought that comes in my head that is not backed up by, ooh, I can teach somebody this. So that's basically who I am. If you ever want to tap in with me, of course, you can jump on my YouTube channel, which is here. The Den Queen herself is my healer teacher aspect that I do operate under. And at the center, I'm Kayla. You can find all of my offerings, classes. I am going to start loading up some writings on thedenqueen.com. So make sure that you check that out, and I will have a link to my website under the comments for this poetry sesh. Now, in gathering some things for today, I was going through looking at some other pieces that I wanted to tie into the thought that did inspire, the piece that I want to share today. So I was gathering some things. So we may do like 2 or 3 pieces, which is cool. Going through it each week, each time, whatever time that I do jump on to do the poetry sesh, is really going to be in a flow. I am always going where I'm inspired. So it's not really ideal for me to kind of like put it on a schedule, but I'm gonna show up for y'all, and I'm going to be consistent about it. As long as it speaks to me, I'm going to show up for you, and I'm going to be here. So we can kind of look for it each week. Before I do get into the poetry sesh, I would like to let you know that the Evolution of Me spiritual course is now open for enrollment via thedenqueen.com. This course is for anyone who is looking for more self-awareness, for a deeper relationship with your being in its entirety. If you're looking to bring together the puzzle pieces of yourself, essentially the course is about a devotional journey with you, and going through all that is you and bringing out wonderful, magical things within you along the way. If you're looking to be reborn, evolutionalized, expanded, the Evolution of Me course is really for you. It is a master course. It is all encompassing, and it has 7 weeks worth of lessons and materials, which does include videos, written lessons, guided meditations. You do have a supply box that comes with the course. It's already included in the price, and as soon as you enroll, it's shipped out to you. That supply box does have the enchanted essence, attraction oil, some incense, spell candles, ritual candles, small candles, a bath mix, a custom bath mix, beautiful dreamer tea, an empty bottle that you're going to use for one of the lessons to actually create something for yourself, and a sacral body oil, which we're calling essence of the soul. And the really cool thing about this is everything in that supply box was custom made by Venus Noir, exactly, specifically for the Evolution of Me course. So I cannot wait for you all to enjoy that offering from her. You also are serenaded by the sounds of soul stirring sounds. Ooh, tongue tied. Soul stirring sounds by Soul Brother Jay. He created custom exclusive playlists for each week. And one thing about when he does his playlist is always Reiki included. So it is not just a playlist, it is a healing sound session that you get, and really as an extra, as a bonus for enrolling in the course. Okay. All right. So that's it for the introductions. Let's get into the poetry sesh for today. Now, every day I pull a card. Just about every day I will pull a Ashaya energy check-in card for myself. And the other day I pulled endings. And I carried the card with me for most of the day. The thought that kind of hit me when I pulled the card, and as I'm trying to envelop or develop and really get to the bottom of what the message was for me, I was thinking how to, what do I need to let in? And anytime I see endings, and not to get too much into the cards because it's not what it's about, but I do see transformation, new seasons. That's the biggest thing. And I know for me personally, I've been through a lot of seasons. And it is one of those things you kind of learn as you go through different experiences in life, is that there are seasons for everything. And you are within any part of your experience, you are in a season, and seasons do not last forever. As we see, outside it's spring now. It's springtime. Winter doesn't last forever. And so that's something that I have been progressively keeping in mind. So anyway, I'm thinking, what do I need to let in? How do I support myself in doing so? Which is a good question. Because it's, you can know something needs to, you can know something has ended. It can be well, like, but how do we support ourselves in that? So that's kind of what I was thinking about. What do I need to support myself more in walking into these new seasons? And I want to share the thought. There's just the full thought that I wrote out. So new seasons are amongst the most heart-stopping things. Like the moment right before the roller coaster drops down a huge hill, butterflies raise and the heart seems to stop or seems to pause in anticipation. And there is a part of you that wants to go back to the start. Go back to the start for it to walk away because you think you're not ready for it, or because you want to steal a little bit extra time to prepare for that drop ahead, for that extra moment to anticipate what you imagine to come. To come on this new ride that you've never been on. I personally, for me, I choose to honor every season, and there is room for me to receive help in this. And that is the full thought. And now we will get into the poem. And I'm just looking at the way I wrote this out. Very freestyle writing. And yeah. I did write at the beginning of this, before I began the poem, that all of it has been beautiful. And the piece, which is untitled, maybe you all can help me get a title for it. All those thoughts, the ones that are at play of mind and not of mind, I feel I am the one to say, good day on your way, and I pray for safe passage. For when I needed you, you were there, showing up right as the chimes chimed, ringing out into my world, and taking up the space in which you were destined to fill. No matter how you came, it was in the aspect of love, a glowing divinity that not everyone can see. And I am so honored with your space in my time, even as I see it's time to gently let you free. And this next one, you can think of a continuation or a new poem. See, I've realized that in your down drifting to further valleys, I am then open to new waters. These spaces are foreign to me, far from what I have seen, yet they are familiar to my soul. I've been here, I've seen it. And there is a part of me that has always believed it. Even as I was grasping onto what only my mind had deemed to be true. So as I float free of the lies that we tell ourselves, I allow my waters to be anew. To be fresh, to be unknown, to be embraced by this new body in which I now own. It is okay. For all of it has been beautiful. Even the moments in which I must let go. And I almost want to say, you know, especially the moments in which I must let go. And I actually just, Ashe. The ending of the last part, I just freestyle that because I didn't finish it. And just as I was flipping as I flipped the page, I realized that I didn't write the finish line, but I just, you know, I just did. And I do love a good freestyle. That's when the best things come to you. And that is how I interpretate my message of ending. And I think that interpretation for me definitely will resonate with you. There was another piece, and let me see. Oh, yeah, here it is, that I found that I had written before, and I wanted to share it because I feel that it goes in the pocket of endings. It resonates. And I want to share it. It's a mystery to me, the imperfect path that transforms into a place that the lure you thought was far from your reach. But God, then the sun glows and a warmness comes over, thawing the last ice of your soul, the last ice on your soul, firing up your love engines and bringing rhythms of excitement to your heartbeat. I'm gonna read that again. Whew. It's a mystery to me. The imperfect path that transforms into a place that the lure you thought was foreign from your reach. But God said. Then the sun glows and a warmness comes over, thawing the last ice on your soul, firing up your love engines and bringing rhythms of excitement to your heartbeat. Ashe. I don't have a title for that one either. It's just in my book. So if you have a title for that one, send it over. I would like to, I think, to kind of conclude or bring a closing to this poetic session centered around the thoughts of endings. From my own experience, I would definitely say there is always something new, and that is not necessarily the most, you know, it can be scary. Here's the thing, you know, when you are comfortable, you're comfortable. When you're comfortable, you're familiar, and you feel like that you have a sort of like a ground to control what's coming. So a lot of honoring the endings, honoring the season is also releasing control, or this idea, this illusion that we have of needing to control all things instead of being in the flow and honoring the flow of it. Seasons and transformations and endings is all about flow. And we are, you know, I believe we're in this life like water. You know, we are mutable. And I'm just saying that because I'm a water baby. But we are mutable in a sense to a lot of things that happen around us. And it is not, although it is not necessarily easy to let go, it is always, always, always worth it. And we are always worthy of the opportunity to experience, to thrive, to love in new seasons and new areas. A lot of times we have to give ourselves permission too, because we are, and dare I say all the time, because the person who has a problem with the new season is you. And the person who is like, I don't want to, I was good, this is unfamiliar, I don't know what's going on, I don't know what's going to happen. The person who is anxious about that is you, and that is okay. So with knowing that, you also know that I am the only one that I need permission from, that I need validation from. It is all me. And once you taking power and responsibility over that really frees you to be the one to say, yep, this is where I'm at, this is what I'm doing, and be okay with that. Something else that I've seen, when you look at where you are and when you look back, and a lot of times when you're going into new seasons, it seems as if time stops. Sometimes it seems as if nothing is happening, and I really feel, it is it's needed to say that movement does not necessarily equal motion. And when I look back on past seasons of my life, while there has seemed to be a lot of motion, there was not a lot of movement. Okay. I was doing a lot of things externally, but internally, I was not growing. I was not expanding. I was staying the fuck still. Oh, I want to curse. I was staying still. So, yeah, motion does not necessarily equal movement. And I want to write that down because I don't want to forget. Motion does not equal movement. And I think that's a great main idea to conclude this sesh in the thought of endings. It's a lot of times we're looking at what was, and what was is always, it's good for a reflection when you need to tap into a lesson or a recall, but you're not supposed to live in what was, because we're living now. So the only things that are, important to me is what is showing up in this season right now. Even if it's not like anything I've seen before, I have nothing to compare it to, no basis to go off of. That's okay. That's beautiful. That's new. That's fresh. That is a new timeline. And we embracing the new timeline is your birthright. Okay. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Whenever you do see this, I appreciate you. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel so that you can catch all things when I post them. I am going to do a short lesson on something, and I'm not going to say what because I might change it. But that will be via the YouTube channel as well. And there's going to be like a short workshop I'm going to do. But they may be via a private link. So again, like, subscribe, go to thedenqueen.com, join the email list so that you can catch all of my updates. And with that, I will leave you, and I hope that you have a great day.